So how do we capture something surreal when our cameras are actually pointing at something real? Let's talk about surrealism. Surrealism in photography emerged in 1920s and lasted for 20 years. It was a revolutionary art movement because unlike its predecessor art movement, straight photography, it had completely different standards. Let's say straight photography was more about realism, right? Surrealism concentrated on what's happening underneath the surface, subconscious, dreams. So it pushed artists to create images about the fantastical worlds, their dreams, which visually didn't necessarily make any sense, but it was completely different from what straight photography had built visually. It's very important to know that Surrealism was heavily inspired and influenced by Sigmund Freud's theories about the unconscious mind, the dreams, and symbolism. But the main question is, how did photography and Surrealism get along? Because photography, by its nature, is capturing what is real, right? So, this is where we enter an era where the movement, Surrealism, impacted the medium, photography, heavily, and it made photography explore different techniques like double exposures, distortions, very careful stagings, uh, and in general, photo manipulations. Now, we've had photo manipulations and pictorialism, but as you remember, pictorialism was making photos looking like paintings. But surrealism was actually making photos looking something like we have never seen before. Unlike realism focused movements like straight photography, surrealism was actually encouraging photographers to think beyond documentation. It gave birth to the idea of creating images that are not real.